I went with being sustainable in everything we do. Personally, I chose this principle as it underlines how we engage with our business strategy and how we strongly promote sustainability in order to make a positive impact on our clients, our community, and ourselves. A good example would be maintaining and strengthening long-term relationships with our clients rather than focusing on short-term results. I would like to hear more from our ESG analysts, sharing their knowledge and insights on this topic, so that we can all become more sustainable in our daily life.
The principle I pick is put the client first. To me, it means really understand your client's needs to provide the solutions to fulfill or even exceed the expectation. In the end, we are all part of the value chain. If one part is not working smoothly, the whole system starts to break. One thing we can all do to live this principle is understand before act, ask questions, and listen to them carefully. Start from asking why to have a comprehensive understanding of our clients in order to create excellent client experiences.
So I chose the principle be solution-oriented because I feel like this principle is quite closely aligned with a lean or agile principle that is close to my heart, which is maximize the work not done, or to say in other words, we are focusing on the steps which are mandatory to reach a solution and do not waste any capacity which is not providing value in that context. In general, I feel like we have usually a huge bucket list of topics and we want to put our best foot forward. However, at the beginning of a project or any other endeavor, I feel like direction where to move initially is not really clear all times. But that is normal because we live in a complex environment, right? So, if you are able to distinguish between those requirements which add huge value to a project or a product and are also sufficiently clear to all stakeholders already, and the rest, then you are able to pick up the right topic at the right point in time, and that is a really good behavior in terms of being solution oriented and will be really beneficial for us as a company. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, then I would say we are at a 6. To make this more tangible for everybody on the call, in my area of work, I feel like that across business, digital transformation and IT, we have a quite seamless flow of information, which is nice, and we strive towards common goals, and there is no feeling of silos for me. But especially when third parties come into play, the landscape gets more difficult for obvious reasons, and I think here is a room for improvement because sometimes we struggle to follow up on decisions. I would say focusing on appropriate meeting practices and information sharing is a really important key to live this principle, and it is not even related to your area of work, to be honest.
Be courageous and make tough choices. To me, it means to go out of the comfort zone. So it means in business life, in the day-to-day business, that you need to bring yourself and your views into the table and act in a timely and decisive manner. It's crucial for the team. I would say a 7. Very good. And because the nature of our business requires us to be courageous. We look at new markets for us, for instance, Asia, emerging markets. But internally, we can still improve. We do not have yet still a culture that suffers being tough among ourselves. One thing we all can do to live this principle is to have a thought, an idea, to structure it, to consider the pros and cons, and if you are still convinced about it, then act, be active.
The cultural principle that I picked is think out of the box and embrace failure as a learning opportunity. As a change and delivery members, our job nature is to propose new solutions to the business user, and also we need to help to fix some application related issues. So when we can think out of the box, that means we can take out the root cause of the issue, and also we can maybe pop up some new or innovative solutions or technology. And also when we try something new, that means we must face some failures. So when we have the failures, actually it doesn't mean it is a bad thing. I would love to see more people to share their ideas and opinions with others, because when we share some information with others, actually it may inspire others to come up some innovative ideas or solutions. Don't be shy and speak up.
The amalgamation of our actions, our strategies, putting the client first, thinking out of the box, being sustainable is all aimed at a final outcome. And while this outcome can be desired, undesired, better than expected, the ownership of this lies among us all and within the contributions we make. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think we are at a 5 with an upward trend. While many strong measures were taken this year, like Strategy Day, Meet Me in the Middle, #Lead, increase in empowerment, sharing of knowledge, and speaking up when one sees things may not be going in the right direction needs to be practiced more. One thing we can all do to practice this principle is knowing your worth, the value we add, and its importance in achieving the larger goal. And through that foster an environment of taking ownership. Support one another in understanding our responsibilities, especially when the desired outcome was not achieved. Respect and support those colleagues who in fact have taken that responsibility.
I have chosen the cultural principle win together as a team. Why? Because I work in a team and we also work cross-functionally. I associate this cultural principle personally actually with my sport, because in my private time I'm a race car driver and I can only be successful if everybody around is working towards the same goal. I can be as good as I want as a driver if everything around doesn't work. If I have no car, if I have no tires, no tire engineer, no racing schedule, no track, no Orange Army to help. So if all these tiny pieces are not working well together, we can't be successful. I would wish for more inclusion, so nobody is left behind and everybody feels a valuable part of this entire process, of an entire team. So please, everybody, just remember, you are not alone, we are all together in this, and you are playing an important role.